everyone, welcome to the Davenport Daily. In today's newscast, reporters will introduce you to Davenport Elementary. We are going to Helen, our first grade reporter. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Tate. I'm so excited to have some of my classmates tell you about what we have been doing with the iPads in room 110. We have been integrating iPad use into all about the subjects. Have been using them to demonstrate our reading fluency, demonstrate what we learned, and plain content, and so much more.
We use the iPad to show what we learned. In the beginning of the year, we created our very own mobile library.
My mobile library is big, like a zoo, and there's a lot of animals.
So tell us some of the animals that are bringing you books.
A owl, a squirrel, a bunny, a horse, and bird. The animals are bringing my books. We also do our notice and wonder by using the iPad. Everybody gets to participate and have their say. Of the middle of the year, for our unit on creature features, we created a class for Animal Am I. Can you guess the animal?
We don't just use the iPads for wit and wisdom. We use them for math too. Explaining the problem allows me to practice my number and symbol identification skills.
Wow, amazing work, first grade. Now we need to move on. Off to second grade we go. I can't wait to see what second grade created. We're going to our second grade reporter, Makai. Hi, Makai.
Thanks, Saint. We have been enjoying practicing on fluency with the iPad. I'm going to turn it over to Dulce. Each week, we record ourselves reading and passing. Just wait until you see how much growth I made by the end of the week. Let's take a look. One fan. Bed spots the clock on the wall. It is one fan. Bed spots the clock on the wall. It is too best to not brush off yet.
We also created book reports to demonstrate our reading comprehension skills. Here's an example.
So I read this story. So we're gonna start on the weekend. So the boy was looking for his ball, and then he looked everywhere. He couldn't find his ball. So then he went to go check in the shed, and finally he found his ball in the shed. And then he went to the park to meet up with some friends. And then they played the game, and 6 kids had to go over here, and 6 kids had to go over here. And then the end, he had to go home because it was 6 o'clock, and that's when he told his parents he was going to go home.
In library, we also created an animation to explain the process of growing hydroponic plants. We animated and created the audio so everyone could understand what hydroponic plants need to survive. Check out my flower.
Hydroponic plants need space to grow: water, sunlight, air, rock wool, and vitamins. One last example to share with you all today. We use various math strategies to solve problems. We record ourselves explaining the strategy. Here are 2 examples. So my problem with 49 plus 25, I did 10. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I did my ones. I did 9 ones. Then I counted my ones because 9 was very close to 10. So I counted my 1 and I exited out 10 for another 10 stand. So 40, 50, 60, 70. So I put a 7. Then I counted my 1 and then it's 7. So 74 is the answer.
Amazing work, second graders. I enjoyed developing your reading and math skills with the iPads. Switching gears to our MLL learners, they have been using the iPad with Mr. Taylor to learn English. We are going to our reporter with their story.
The students created vocabulary journals so that they could practice speaking, reading, writing, and English. In addition, they learned some biology technology skills like recording audio, videos, and certain images. Our fruit journal example is just one way we use the iPad to help us. Let's take a look at my journal. Chicken. I like chicken. Water. I like to drink water. Milk. I like to drink milk. Another way we use the iPad is for reading fluency. We record ourselves reading a passage. Then Mr. Taylor sits with us and discusses pronunciation, and overall reading fluency. It really is a good way to help us get better at learn English. Here is one American reason. Ron cannot see. He has a dog. Kate to help him. The dog is a lab, and Ron calls him lab.
It was great to hear how beneficial the iPads are to our MLL learners. I also heard from another reporter that Mr. Taylor said the kids that have used the iPads all year were really comfortable with using them on the WIDA test. Great job, everyone. Now we're off to third grade.
In third grade, we have been creating a digital book about the healthy snack we receive each week. Here is one of my reviews. I'm trying favorite parents. I know I have to, but I don't like it so well. I like carrots. Thank you. I'm trying green grapes. This is good, but it has like a little seed. Just like a little bit. Third grade students also completed a book study. Let's take a look at one of the projects. Library, we extended wit and wisdom knowledge in each unit. We begin the year by exploring water pollution. We created a journal to elaborate our learning.
Third and fourth grade students use two augmented reality AR apps to engage with the wit and wisdom content that we're learning about in ELA. Using AR provides students with the opportunity to explore content as if they were real-life heart surgeons or astronomers.
As part of our unit on space, we use AR to become astronomers and interact with outer space within the comfort of our classroom. As if that wasn't enough, we use our knowledge space to create a planet animation. Using AR allow these fourth graders to expand their knowledge for their unit about the literal and figurative heart. In library, we use technology to capture our energy unit. Our journal included experiment and information.
As you can see, Davenport students have been using the iPads in a variety of ways to support their learning. When used in a meaningful and intentional way, technology use can boost student retention, engage students, and personalize their learning. I'm excited to see what they create next year. Thank you for joining the Davenport Daily Crew. See you next time!